I've tried doing vlogs before, and they've mostly been sort of writing vlogs, and I wanted to give maybe not so much a reading vlog, but more of like a kind of like a study vlog a go, I guess. Hello there, my name is Bethany. You're watching Writing Werewolf. Thought I could vlog my 2 modules which are part of stage 2 of my open uni degree. So if you're new here, I am currently doing a English literature and creative writing degree. It's a BA honours from the Open University. It's really cool. I really enjoyed the first 2 modules. They advise that you take it 1 module at a time and it takes 6 years, but I'm doing it in 2.5 by basically cheating the system and taking 2 modules at a time and starting one of those modules in February instead of in October. But it's fine. We're dealing with it. We can cope. So last stage, it's not quite a semester, last stage I did an introductory arts and humanities course, and then I also did a course called cultures, which was basically sort of a combination of English lit, creative writing, classical studies and art history, and I really enjoyed that. Was sort of the only kind of practical bit that I got, and I really enjoyed doing that, so I figured that I would, yeah, I mean, I'm going to continue doing it obviously so I get my degree, but the next 2 modules are more specifically for creative writing and English literature. So one of them is just creative writing and the other one is Telling Stories, the Novel and Beyond is what it's called, and it's an English literature degree that focuses on realism and then also fantasy, and I am buzzing because the alternative was to do one that was completely full of Shakespeare, Jane Austen, and I was like, I can do fantasy, I'm going to do this. So I thought I would, they start today, the 2nd of October, and I thought I would vlog my progress and see how it goes. So yeah. So I've just read, I just sort of opened up my modules this morning. I read the first part of the English literature one. So the first sort of couple of weeks are spent on Thomas Hardy's Far from the Madding Crowd. And I've read this book before and I really enjoyed this book, so I can't wait to sort of analyse it. I really love these editions as well. You notice I have a lot of them, and it's partly because they're required for my course, and it's partly because I think they're just absolutely beautiful editions. But yeah, so my plan for today is to read some of this, to work through the online exercises, to read some of the textbook, and then to move on to the creative writing one. And I'm hoping to do sort of a bit each day. I don't know how this is going to work with my work schedule, but we're going to try. Don't know how much vlogging I'm going to be able to get done if I'm on site, but we'll try. So before we get started, I'm just going to talk you guys through what I've got. So for my English literature, I have my set text at the moment. I also have this textbook, which is called Realism. This is the first of 2 different textbooks for this English lit module, and then I have my notebook, which I got from Paper Chase. It's yellow with a smiley face on it. It's lined. I'm not normally fond of lined, but I figured it would be good for English literature because it means I can write in a straight line. I think I might do a cover page. So the module gives you like a learning journal, and it gives you like set headers and that they reckon you should be able to take notes under, and it kind of helps with some of the assessments that you have like later on. So I think what I might do is I might do a cover page for each book, and then sort of have like 1 page per heading, and then just make notes, and if I need to continue on, then I can continue on later, I guess. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I think I'll make my cover page today as well. And it'll just be some coloured pens and some stickers. I got some nice stickers from Paper Chase. The glow in the dark cats. It goes with Far from the Madding Crowd as well as anything else that I have does. So yeah, that's what I have for my English lit. I also have stickers, tab things that I use for everything, but I need more of because I keep using them. I have my pen that I also got from Paper Chase. It's got a rainbow on it. It's a black pen. It's also filled with confetti. I don't know if you can see that, but it's filled with confetti. And then for my creative writing module, I have a study guide that they sent me. I have a very thick workbook that they sent me. I'm so excited. And they recommend that you should have like a writer's notebook. So I have already made my writer's notebook. I haven't put that much in it. This was an old notebook that I had lying around. I think it's from Paperchase as well. I think it's one of their, not their Agenzio ones, but what they had before the Agenzio ones. I've had this for ages. And so far I have a page full of story ideas, a list of books to read about writing, and a list of free writing prompts from the assessments in the creative writing module. So I have that. And then I also have, because I was like, well, I need to keep a writer's notebook anyway. So I was going over one of my old short stories that I'd written, and I figured I would make notes as to what I wanted to do. And part of doing a creative writing course is writing reflective pieces, and I'm not very good at that. So I was like, I'll write a reflective piece, and I'll get into the swing of it. I'll make it not as strange and unusual to me, so that when I come to it, it's a wee bit easier to read or to write, I guess. So I had some feedback that I put in here, and then I put in what I would like to do. I haven't done any of it yet, but that's what I've got, and then the rest of it's all just blank. And this is a squared notebook. I prefer dot grid, but the squared is also nice. And then I covered the front cover with stickers that are to do with writing. So I have a bunny with a notebook and a pen. This quote says it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be written. I've got one from The Starless Sea, which says we're all stardust and stories, which is one of my favourite books. A little typewriter that says don't stop until you're proud, and then a pencil and a pen and another pen that says let's write something. I like putting stickers on things. That's it, that's the end of that story. I like putting stickers on things. And I also have I started off using a Sharpie pen, one of the Sharpie S gels, in this creative writing notebook, but it might just be a scrap notebook, and I might just use whatever pen I have handy, because I think that'll be easier, so I'm not carting around a load of pens. I also have a pencil, my little jar, a pencil. For my set text, I don't like writing in books in pen. I don't mind in pencil, but I don't like it in pen. And I don't really like highlighting them, so probably won't highlight them either, but that's fine. And then along with the creative writing workbook, I also have a bunch of CDs that I don't know how I'm going to play yet, because who owns a CD player in this day and age? Don't know. And accompanying both of these modules is obviously the online sort of home study pages, where it sort of talks you through what to do each week, and how you should pace yourself and how much time you should spend on each thing. They're amazing. It helped me so much the first time. Cannot believe it. So first thing that I need to do is, according to my English Lit online study page, is that I need to read through the first 2 chapters of the textbook, and so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to make a wee title page in my English Lit book, and then we'll go from there. I think I have a couple of videos to watch, and then it's the first 4 chapters of Far From the Random Crowd. So yeah, it'll be fun. I'll check back in afterwards. What's up? I'm in my pyjamas. It's now Thursday. I think this is the second part of this vlog. I was working Monday, Tuesday, and that was with 2 days off this week, so I might make these fortnightly vlogs and cover 2 weeks at once. So this week, in the meantime, since the last time I did this, I've read the first 4 chapters of Far From the Random Crowd. I love this book. I read this book before, and I completely forgot how much I loved this book. It's quite funny, and I forgot how funny 19th century literature can be, considering I just read like 2 Charles Dickens novels, which aren't that funny but are very stressful to read. And I have my first thoughts. I've got a bit of characterization in, a bit of the narrative, a bit of the imagery and the symbolism, and so on. I've done my week 1 activities, so I finished all my activities for this week. Looks nice. I still have online activities to do, I think, or not so much for this week, but I think for the next couple of weeks I'll have online activities. I don't know if 2 pages is going to be enough, because that's what I've left myself. And I've been doing chapter summaries as well, so I have chapter summaries for the first 4 chapters as well. So basically all I have to do for the rest of the week on that, because I've worked through the textbook now and the online stuff, all I have to do for the rest of the week for this is to get about halfway through this book. So I think it's chapter... I went through it and I put a little asterisk where I need to stop. I think it's chapter 33, In the Sun, a Harbinger. That's where, at the end of that chapter is where I need to stop. So I need to read half of that, and then I think I read the next half next week, I guess, so Saturday. So that's my English Lit course. And for my creative writing, the reason I'm currently in my pyjamas is because it's first thing in the morning. So my creative writing, I finished the stuff in the textbook on Monday, I think it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. So I finished that. It had a couple of readings in it, some really interesting readings in it, talking about writer's block, and about the main thing that we're sort of starting with is free writing and getting into the habit of writing. So the main activity for this week was to sit for 20 minutes each morning and like carve out time for yourself to write. So that's what I've been doing. So it gives you two techniques. So you can do free writing based off of a prompt, or you can do your own free writing, or you can do clusters. And I'd never heard of a cluster before, so I will show you what a cluster looks like. So this is one I did this morning. Is that, if you don't know what a cluster is, this is what a cluster is. So you start with a single word. So mine was purple. And then basically you take your associations off of that and you keep doing associations up until you have like a cluster like this. So like off of purple, I came up with royalty, a bruise, berries, galaxies, that sort of things. And from there I took it and it gives you ideas. So I ended up with, and to be fair, I'll probably go back to this and use more of these because I'm quite interested in some of these. So like the one that I used this morning, because once you finish you then free write for the rest of the 20 minutes. So that's what I did this morning. And then I put a post-it note here to remind myself to go back, because I quite like that idea and develop it a bit more. So like I came up with royalty and then treason, because I was talking about that with someone at work the other day. And then from there I got executions, beheadings and ravens, which is what I ended up writing about, ravens at the Tower of London. And then also you have succession and princes and jewels and stuff like that to go with the succession bit. And then bruises, fighting, berries, the trees, woodlands, being lost in the woods. And then I got to galaxies, and I had two come off from galaxies, and I had space travel, voyagers, being alone in space. And then on the other side of that I had stars, constellation myths, and then I ended up with Greek heroes and gods. So yeah. The other thing that they give you a bunch of they give you like starting points, I guess, if that makes sense. So they give you like a line. So yesterday, for example, I started with the line coffee, toast, and 3 paracetamol, and I did nearly a full 2 pages on that. And I'm quite interested in that one as well. And some of the other ones, are a bit... I'm not always successful, I have to admit. There was one where it was like... So I think I prefer it when I spend the whole 20 minutes on whatever topic I'm looking at, because before it was like do 3 or 4 clusters in 20 minutes. And I didn't get a lot. So you can see I didn't get much at all out of each cluster. It looks really professional in the camera. It looks terrible in real life. I was getting like a paragraph at a time, because I had sort of 3 minutes to do the cluster and then 3 minutes to do the actual writing. But I think I prefer... See, I don't know if I'd go back to these, that's the problem. But, you know, we live and we learn. But yeah, I think I prefer the 20-minute thing. So I have one more day to do of that, and then my next module starts on... Not my next module, next week starts on Saturday. I don't know why they start on Saturdays, but they start on Saturdays. Which kind of throws my week a bit. I think I would prefer if it started on a Monday, but whatever. But yeah, and this is all in preparation. I have a creative writing assignment due at the end of the month on the 28th. I think. Yeah, and then I have a English Lit essay due on the 18th of November. So yeah, it's fine. We're managing, we're coping. Fun times. Hello. It's Friday now. I did nothing yesterday. Nothing at all. So yeah, so I finished my creative writing, I guess, starting a habit, 20 minutes each morning. I did the last of those today, and I think I'm going to keep it up. I really enjoyed doing it. I thought it was a nice way to wake up, something to sort of get me out of bed in the morning, so I'm going to keep doing that. And I guess that is the point, is to build up a habit. I'm sure I'll have to do it anyway. I think the creative writing course is going really well so far. The English literature one not so well. So I'm currently on chapter 10 of Far From Mad and Crowd. I need to be finished chapter 33 by tomorrow morning. Because these modules, the next week starts on Saturday instead of, a more reasonable date. I'm not entirely sure why. So yeah, so my plan tonight is I've got the house to myself and the dog, who is currently wanting me to throw this. She's away. So yeah, so I think I'll probably spend the rest of the evening reading this and getting. Do you mind? That you? You done? That's why I don't film with animals or children. But yeah, so I'll probably spend the rest of the evening reading this, and then hopefully, I'm tempted to order pizza. I might. But then hopefully I'll be finished it by tomorrow, and I can read the second half and do the textbook stuff tomorrow. Because I was only at work 2 days this week, which helped. I had 2 days off, but this coming week I'm at work all 4 days, so that'll be fun. Do you mind? So yeah, I would have been finished this earlier, except yesterday as I said, I did nothing. I was making octopuses instead of actually reading anything, and then after that, and I spent yesterday editing videos as well. Yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday. And then this morning I was reading a different book. I got to the second last section of Susanna Clarke's, is it Piranesi? Piranesi, I think is how you say it. Which won the Women's Prize for Fiction this year, and it was absolutely captivating. It's one of the best books I've read this year. Easy 5 stars. I think I'll be doing a full video on it because there's no way I can't talk about this book. It was just absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's what I spent this morning doing, and then I finished it and did some other stuff around the house, went driving, so on and so forth. So I'm only really settling down just now to kind of work through this. 3 or 4 chapters in the last kind of hour. It's kind of slowing me down. It's a wee bit slower than I would normally read things. I'm having to make notes and then stop at the end of each chapter and write a chapter summary just to keep myself right. So when I go back later to write my essay on it, then I know what I'm talking about and I know what to refer back to and where I'll be able to find specific information. So that's my plan. That's my plan for reading through this. It's taking a wee bit longer, but it's manageable. It should be fine. So I just made myself another cup of tea. I'm going to settle down and read this, and that should be me. And I think this will be the end of this vlog. Just purely due to the fact that tomorrow I'll be starting a new week, and I'll be starting a new vlog, so hopefully this will be up on the Saturday. I'm hoping this goes up on Saturday evening, I guess. All the rest of my vlogs will be up. I'll link them up in the cards, so they'll be up there. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this video, maybe consider subscribing. I'm hoping to do these more often. Hold myself accountable. But yeah, I'll post links to my blog and my my Twitter and my Instagram down in the description as well for anyone who wants to follow me there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.